federal program here on WROI. We've got a studio full of people, which is always nice to see. Todd Van Sickle's joining us, Tanner Lee, and of course our special guest, Jenny Moriarty from the United Way. Good morning, Todd.
Good morning, Paul. Thank you. Of course, have some people here, but we're all social distancing, and
oh yeah,
that's good. We're still staying warm.
Yes.
Heard your weather forecast about 15 minutes ago. I heard a zero in there and some negative numbers.
Yeah.
It's going to be a cold next few days, right?
It is. They're saying the next 10 days are probably going to be the coldest we see all winter long. So I can deal with 10 days, but I'm definitely ready for spring.
And it's getting close to like mid to late February too, so that's kind of surprising too.
Yes.
So it's a good weekend to throw another log on the fire and watch the Super Bowl game, right?
Absolutely.
Great. Indiana has some news about COVID vaccines. They opened up the eligibility for vaccines to ages 65 to 69. So if you're in that age group, go to ourshot.gov, OURSHOT.gov, or call 211 for assistance. I think there's an IN in there too somewhere, but call 211. When they announced this on Monday, as of Wednesday, 144,000 Hoosiers aged 60 to 65 had registered, so that's 46% of the population, so that's good news too. The state of Indiana positivity rate is creeping down to 7.5%, that's good news, and county metrics are improving too. As of this week, there's only 4 counties in red compared to many more than that the last 2 or 3 weeks, and now there's 29 yellow counties, so everybody keep up the good work out there about wearing masks, social distancing, and avoiding large groups. It's going to be kind of hard to do this weekend with the Super Bowl weekend.
Yeah.
I read something the other day where Super Bowl Sunday is the second highest food consumption day compared to Thanksgiving Day.
I was not aware of that.
So do you have any special Super Bowl snack food favorites, Paul?
Well, I would have to go with my wife's cheese dip. I absolutely love it.
I'm proud of you. That's great. You recognize your wife's cheese dip. It's not like your special barbecue sauce, right?
Right.
We welcome Jenny Moriarty today with Tanner Lee today. Jenny, do you have any Super Bowl food favorites?
Oh, gosh, I don't know. Probably the good old barbecue meatballs. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
all football food's just good. Like, I don't know, we do birthday parties, and that's what my kids request is football food.
So now we're all hungry, so
Yeah.
we're all stopping for breakfast after the show. Continuing on with the pandemic Indiana news, they did announce some new guidelines for school quarantines. They're a little complicated to me in my mind. I'd say just stay in touch with your local school corporation, and they'll let you know what's going on. But there has been some change in the guidance from Indiana to the schools. So with the cold weather coming up, if you have any pets that are outside, keep an eye on that. Check on your neighbors and family. Just make sure everybody's safe and stay warm this weekend with the weather. Trivia. Of course, this is going to be Super Bowl related, Paul. I think you'll do pretty well with this. Talking mascots.
Okay.
Kansas City Chiefs and Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We got 3 choices here for you. The choice A, KC Wolf and Captain Fear. Choice B, War Paint and Captain Hook. Choice C, Head Chief and Bucko. So you can think about that a little bit.
I'm definitely going to need to.
Tanner Lee's here this morning with us.
Good morning.
Morning, Tanner.
Yes, like you said, the big games on Sunday, Super Bowl 55, got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the defending Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs are 3.5-point favorites right now on the Vegas line. I don't think that line's really moved all week. I think it was kind of set to 3.5 once they figured out who hadn't tested positive yet, which I think both teams are good to go without anybody testing positive.
Yeah.
So I did read where the Kansas City Chief barber tested positive, and he was midway through giving the players haircuts. So there was one player who had half of his hair cut, and they went and grabbed the barber and pulled him out, and somebody else had to come in and finish the job.
Well, we have a helmet on, so nobody will know.
Yeah, exactly. So some offensive lineman probably has a half mohawk going or something.
Yeah.
Just has the K carved into his hair, not the C.
Yeah. So should be a good game. I thought it was interesting that Sarah Thomas is going to be the first female official in Super Bowl history.
I saw that this morning.
That was pretty neat.
Yeah.
So I know she's been an official in a handful of really important games this year, so she's definitely qualified.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to earn that, right? It's not just,
Yeah, they usually earn that right, and a lot of these other officials, I'm sure this is their 4th, 5th, 6th or so Super Bowl that they've officialed in. So, I'm actually hoping the Buccaneers win. As a Denver fan, I don't like Kansas City,
Yep.
but I think Kansas City's the better team and ultimately will win their second Super Bowl in a row. That's my prediction.
There seems to be a lot of Brady sentiment. Either you like him or you don't, and who you're picking to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I'm still not a big Brady fan. I guess I like him better as a Buccaneer than I did as a Patriot, but I can't root for the Kansas City Chiefs. I can't
Neither
do
can
it.
I.
So you're not picking the Chiefs then?
No.
Because they're in the same conference as the Browns and that?
Exactly. They beat the Browns, so
Yeah,
I want
beat
to
the
see them
Browns.
lose.
Yep.
Okay. Jenny, how about you? Who are you taking?
A 0 ounce of caring on that. I love football, but
Okay.
neither of those teams I could care. No.
It's fair enough. It'll be interesting to see what the ratings are on the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I think the NFL got the matchup they wanted, but is the nation? Of course, they have a lot of them have Tom Brady fatigue. Do they have Kansas City Chief fatigue yet? And if not, how much longer until that settles in? So, should be a good game though. Local sports. We were supposed to have a lot of boys basketball games last night, but all of them around the area got postponed or canceled, except Tippecanoe Valley hosted Wabash last night, and they won 51-44. So congratulations to them.
Surprising they got that game in, actually.
I am too. Particularly everybody else around the area was postponing their games for later or just straight out canceling them. Valley is supposed to host McConaughey tomorrow, and Rochester their next game's going to be Tuesday. That's the postponed game from last night against South.
Yes.
They're off this weekend. Caston is supposed to travel to Triton tomorrow, and Winnemac is supposed to travel to South Central. So good luck to all those boys if the games happen, and safe travels, more importantly, to those games. Girls basketball, got a lot of sectional results. Rochester defeated Wabash on Tuesday in the Manchester sectional. They're going to play Delphi tonight as of right now.
Yes. Hopefully, I was talking to Randy about that, and he said there has to be some big event that really stops that from happening. So even though school was canceled today, we should still see the game.
Okay. And Tippecanoe Valley plays Northwood tonight in the Wawa C sectional. So good luck to both those teams. Caston ladies ended their season with a loss against Pioneer on Tuesday in the Tri-County sectional, and Winnemac lost to North Jetson.
I do want to note for Valley, Sydney Wagner needs 20 points to hit the 1,000-point mark for Valley.
It's a great
wow.
accomplishment.
Yeah, that's a great milestone to shoot for. So hopefully she gets 20, if not more.
Yes.
Feed her the ball, right?
Yeah, feed her the ball, run some plays through her. College basketball, got a lot of teams in action this weekend. Purdue hosts Northwestern tomorrow. That game's going to be at 4:30 on Big Ten Network. Purdue needs a bounce back win. Disappointing loss the other night at Maryland. A game I felt they really should have had, up 5 with about 90 seconds left, but that's Big Ten basketball this year. You got to come through at the end when it matters, and they missed the box out and missed the rebound, and that cost them the game. So.
And speaking of not coming through when it matters, right?
Yeah, and Indiana had a close loss in overtime to Illinois the other night. So
Just make a free throw.
just make a free throw, and the game probably goes their way.
Basic fundamentals, right?
Yep, it's amazing what it comes down to this year. And
Todd's twitching over here when he talks about that.
Indiana's going to host Iowa on Sunday at noon on Fox, so it's the premier game before the Super Bowl. Iowa lost last night to Ohio State, so Iowa's lost 2 of their last 3 games. They're starting to kind of hit a roadblock a little bit. But it's the Big Ten, you never know. And I can't predict any games anymore in the Big Ten. So. And then Butler hosts DePaul tomorrow. That's at noon on Fox Sports 1. And Notre Dame is at Georgia Tech tomorrow night. That's at 8 o'clock on the ACC network. So a lot of local college basketball going on this weekend. If you, like Todd said, good weekend to stay in and watch the Super Bowl, but also watch some college basketball.
And we're just weeks away from the NCAA tournament, too,
getting
which is going
closer.
to be in Indiana.
Yep.
I'm looking at your list, and I'm not seeing too many Indiana teams in that tournament.
Right now,
Maybe one right now.
Right now, probably Purdue, and I don't know if any of the others get in. I gotta say, I don't know how Ball State, Evansville, Valpo, those teams are doing off the top of my head, but I don't think any of them are doing that
They'll
great.
still have conference tournaments to win.
Yes, that's correct. So
I guess there is hope for that. too.
there is hope for that, and it looks like the Big Ten tournament is going to be held in Indianapolis as well. It's supposed to be Chicago, but they're probably thinking, well, might as well just put it in Indianapolis, and if we have teams qualify for the NCAA tournament, they're already there.
Keep them in that same bubble.
Stay there, yeah.
Yeah.
So makes sense.
And they're all doing distance learning anyway, so they
Yeah.
do it from their hotel room.
Exactly, and I think they're all. I know at least Purdue when they travel, instead of the guys all eating together, they kind of get their meals in a box and they go straight up to their room. And each player has their individual hotel room. There's no
It's a lot of
rooming
hotel
together
rooms.
this year. Yeah, so
Wow.
crazy year for that type of stuff, but they're making it work to the best of their capabilities. Got some tidbits here this morning. On this date, 1870, the first motion picture was shown to a theater audience, and that took place in Philadelphia.
Did you happen to write down what that motion picture
It didn't
was?
say.
Ooh,
So-
okay. I'll have to look it up now for
Yeah.
a trading post.
On this day in 1921, the Yankees purchased 20 acres in the Bronx for Yankee Stadium. That was the original Yankee Stadium. They have since built a new one right next to it, and the old one's been demolished.
Yeah.
Guess the value of that real estate's gone up quite a bit.
Just a little bit, I would say. On this day in 1953, Peter Pan by Walt Disney opened up at the Roxy Theater in New York City. Of course, that's not only a play, that's been a movie, that's been a book, that's
Everything.
cartoon, whole bunch of different things.
Yeah.
And on this day in 1990, Notre Dame became the first team to sell its games to a major network in NBC. And that relationship's still going strong, and personally, I think that's the sole reason we haven't seen their football join a conference.
Right.
Besides this past year, when they kind of had to.
Yeah, we've always
Right.
talked it'd be nice if they'd be in the Big Ten.
It would make sense, but
They'd have to share the money then.
yep,
So
and
that's-
they get a nice paycheck from the NBC network, so I don't see that happening probably anytime
Nope.
soon, at least. And today is World Nutella Day. You like Nutella, Paul?
Not a big fan
No?
of it, no.
Okay. It's also Weather Person's Day, Wear Red Day, which I gotta be honest, I don't own a lot of red.
Well, I can give you some background on that.
I knew you probably would.
Well, yeah, I own lots of red,
Yeah.
not just for the Cream and Crimson of Indiana, but where Red Day is the American Heart Association's Women's Heart Awareness
Okay.
Month, and that's to honor women wearing red today to support women's heart health.
Oh, great. Good cause there.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
also, Western Monarch Day, as in the monarch butterfly, and it's Chocolate Fondue Day.
So that might be useful for the Super Bowl this weekend.
Uh-huh.
Chocolate fondue.
I was thinking. So,
You don't have a fondue machine.
I
you
do not.
I, so.
I do not.
So upcoming events. Thank you, Tanner,
You're
for
welcome.
the sports and the tidbits. Upcoming events. The Fulton County Solid Waste District is having a tire collection day tomorrow from 8 a.m. to noon. There's a four tire limit per person, so you can drop those off at the Solid Waste District. It's always a good way to recycle rather than dispose of, and don't throw them in the fields or on the side of the road. Other news coming up. The next virtual legislative breakfast is on Saturday, February 13th, day before Halloween, Valentine's Day. What season I'm in here. Day before Valentine's Day, Saturday, February 13th at 8 a.m. It'll be live on Giant FM, WROI, and on the Chamber's Facebook page. That's a good way to participate in that. Since it is virtual, you don't need to go out, and you still have your own breakfast then.
Yep, sit at home in the warmth and listen here.
Was thinking about some flowers today, and some of the flowers, we need to thank everybody that's following the CDC guidelines, wearing a mask, social distancing, at least 6 feet, avoiding large groups. We are making a difference, so I want to give flowers to everybody that's doing that and trying to do their part. Also, with our snow this week, I want to give flowers to anybody that got out and shoveled their walkway. That's great for your neighbors and for the school children as they're sometimes going to school and getting to the school bus, so sometimes that's hard to do, but flowers to everybody that got out and cleared their walkways this year. Money news. Dow keeps going up. It's a little over 31,000, 31,055. Good news for the people invested in the stock market, 401ks. Part of the maintaining of the Dow at that level was, some of the thinking is that it was related to the the House voted to clear the way for additional stimulus package. The vote was basically along party lines, 218 to 212, a $1.9 trillion stimulus package, and that's still proceeding in the legislative process. Also in money news, Jeff Bezos, the CEO of Amazon, stepped down. He founded the company 27 years ago. Kind of hard to believe. He founded it in his garage as an online bookseller. Who didn't think that idea was kind of crazy when it first happened? Then even they came out with these little tablets that said, "Here, read this instead of your book."
Yeah.
It's amazing. You know, he's the richest person in the world, basically, along with Tesla. And so also he's going to spend more time with the Washington Post, his newspaper, his space flight company, Blue Origin, and he'll transition to the role of executive chairman. I don't think I've heard that one before. Andy Jassy, Jassy, chief executive of Amazon Web Services, will take over as the CEO of Amazon. It's an amazing business success story considering how they started. And finally, other good news, jobless claims are the lowest they've been in 2 months. So that's good news for our economy. First Federal Savings Bank news. Our lobbies are open. We're open today from 8:30 to 5 and tomorrow 8:30 to noon. You can always bank with us online with our mobile app, which is free to download. Our ATM's open 24/7 if you need cash. Mortgage loan rates continue to be at very low levels. So if you haven't refinanced in the last couple of years, it may be worth your time to check it out and consider it again. You can talk to our loan originators, Ben Dalton or Stacy Wilson. They can help you out with that in Rochester and Winnemucca with more details. Some of our mortgage products include one-step construction loans and the premier first-time home buyer loans. Those are very popular with our customer base, and we're here to finance your home needs, and don't hesitate to check us out. We have some gifts with our free checking accounts now. If you open a Simply Free checking account or Simply Free business checking account, you can receive a free gift. One is a vegetable chopper. If you're on Facebook Live, Tanner's now holding that up and showing that. Might come in handy. Open an account today and cut some carrots up and celery for the Super Bowl party this weekend. And then the other gift is a classy First Federal stainless steel water bottle. Happen to have one here. Tanner's holding up one now. Stainless steel, keeps things cold and hot. So come in and open a new account and choose your choice of gifts. We're also still very interested in commercial lending and business loans. Contact Lindy Breeden for more information. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're the only locally owned bank in Fulton County, and we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank. Borrowers must meet underwriting guidelines. We are FDIC insured and an equal housing lender, and our NMLS number is 399927.
Makes us legal.
Yes, it does. Thank you. Thanks for keeping us on track there, Paul. We welcome Jenny Moriarty today.
Good morning.
Thanks for helping out with our Super Bowl discussion earlier. Jenny is the executive director of the Fulton County United Way, and United Way has kind of faced some challenges this year, like everybody else has with the pandemic. You have another event coming up that that United Way is doing, and it's going to be a little bit different fundraiser than years past. Why don't you tell us about the next event?
We have coming up the Valentine fundraiser. We were lucky that last year the Northern Community Foundation handed it off to us, and last year we were able to run it normal. But obviously with COVID and everything happening, this year we had to make some tweaks, and here at the radio they were very gracious to help do that. We're still doing the dedications and stuff, but obviously can't do the in-person stuff this year. But there will be 2 options. It's a dedication that Paul will read on air, so don't give him too much to read at once.
About 15 words or so,
Yes.
right?
Yes. And then also then there's the song, we were able to get back the song dedications. So they provide a list of songs that we have on the brochure for you guys to choose from. It'll happen in the morning.
Yes.
So
This will be on February 15th,
yes,
the day after.
the day after Valentine's Day. So if you forget and you're in trouble, that weekend, you can give us a call real quick in the morning and we can maybe help you out.
And what is the United Way phone number?
The United Way phone number is 223-8929.
So some of the songs that are available, some of these are probably near and dear to some of you. Perfect by Ed Sheeran, All of Me by John Legend, Just the Way You Are by Bruno Mars. A lot of very good songs out there right now that do share some thoughts about your loved ones and reach out to United Way to help out with that.
Yes.
So how would one do that?
We mailed some of these out. You can swing by the office, just knock on the door. I can let you in. You can call, and I can fill out the form for you, and you can mail in a payment. I can email. There is up on our Facebook page. There is the copy of the brochure as well. You could fill out, email it back, mail in, however you would choose.
You might make sure there's one at the foundation probably too, right?
Yes, the foundation. So there's a lot of different options. I would probably recommend calling us, and we'll find a way to get it to you.
We want to thank WROI Giant FM for this because they're a big help with this. Having to deal with things in the pandemic, you have to get a little creative. So
yes,
we also want to thank our singers that have been loyal to the foundation and United Way last year. We regret we can't send them out this year. We value them and hope they can be back next year, just like normal. But WROI is making this possible by allowing allowing donations to be made to United Way. Then you can send a greeting to your loved one or dedicate a song to that, and we look forward to that. That's a great opportunity to raise some money for the community. We are also very thankful for the Community Foundation. They passed the torch to us last year as we kind of got, United Way kind of got involved with this, learning a few things about that. They matched last year. So we did raise about $5,000 last year through this with the benefit of their dollar for dollar match. We are blessed, United Way is blessed, and the community is blessed again because the foundation will match again up to $2,500. So any dollar you give, there's 2 giving levels. And the giving levels, why don't you repeat that again, Jen?
Yep, the giving levels with the personal dedication that Paul will read on air is anywhere from $25 to $50. And then the giving level 2, which is 50 or above, there's no limit. That he'll also read a personal dedication, and then also one of the songs from the song choice, he'll play that as well. So like I said again, we're limited. We had great cards made last year by some second graders, but just to do all of that stuff in person again, hopefully we get back to that. But here we're able to tweak it a little and still be able to make it work.
So the Fulton County United Way asks for your consideration. Every dollar you give will be matched by the Community Foundation. That's a great bonus. So hopefully we can raise up to $5,000, and that goes into the general campaign for the United Way. And maybe we can talk about that a little bit.
Yes.
United Way is just wrapping up the campaign.
Yes, we have about 2 more. One really big one still out there that spoke with them a few weeks ago, and they're getting ready to wrap up. And projected that we go the way we have in the past, and still being a little on the conservative side with everything, we should reach our goal of 100,000 this year.
Which is absolutely fabulous considering the pandemic.
Yep, it's amazing.
We don't want to, count our chickens
Eggs
before they hatch or whatever the term is. Maybe I missed that up. It's not Halloween either, so. So what is the right term?
You don't count your eggs before they hatch.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Those chickens.
I don't
Is it
know.
eggs?
Well, the good news is
Chicken, egg,
United Way
potatoes.
has been blessed by the community, and we are grateful for what you're doing. When we get the final numbers in later this month, the board will meet with the local agencies and allocation, and that will happen late February and March, and then there'll be funds awarded basically to each local agency. And it's really important that people have participated in the United Way campaign this past year because they're meeting our community needs, these agencies, and their needs haven't decreased by any means during the pandemic. They keep going, so that's good news. So that's a little update on the campaign. We asked for everybody's participation in the Valentine's Day thing,
Yes.
fundraiser.
Yes, it's a good thing, especially even the little kids to hear their name read on the radio or something in the morning. I know that's and like that, we have time frames you can choose between, so that way they can be read before they get to school and everything. But
That's a good idea, make it Valentine's dedication to your children, make a Valentine's dedication to your parents, to your loved one. We're
We could
setting
go
high,
on and on.
We're setting high standards here, so.
Dedicated to your crush and just leave your name anonymous.
Yes,
So.
just like a letter.
Yeah.
Just a
We're
letter.
not going to talk about that. Let's say keep this positive. So this is a great cause, and we're really thankful to WROI and the foundation for supporting this and being flexible with kind of last-minute needs and saying, how can we do this and still present an opportunity for the community. And like I said before, we are very grateful to our dedicated group of singers. We're sorry
Yes.
we can't get them out this year, but hopefully next year. And again, so if you want to participate in the Valentine's Day, call the United Way office. And what's the number again?
574-223-8929.
Look at the Facebook page for the United Way.
Fulton
I'm
County
sure that
United
we'll
Way.
share that with the bank probably too, so you can catch it there. And maybe WRI will also do that too.
Yep.
So it's a great opportunity. We ask everybody to help us participate with that. Any other news from United Way going on?
I mean, we're pretty quiet. We're wrapping up that huge grant we got for $125,000 from Lilly Endowment. That task force we set up. We're about spent that money, which is great. Obviously, the needs are still there, but that was a great stimulus thing for our economy. We were very blessed to be able to have that money.
So that's separate aside from the
Completely
$100,000 campaign. So that's
Yes.
good. So there's,
Yes.
in essence, almost $250,000 being put into the community this year
Yep.
through United Way. So that's a great benefit.
Yes.
And we ask for your consideration and participation and volunteering in any of the agencies or
Yes.
helping out with funds that we can share with our local agencies. Why don't you go over our list of agencies again? too?
Our agencies, we have CASA, which besides, everybody knows that's probably the number one place to volunteer, that they're always in need. Fulton County Animal Shelter, which everybody wants to volunteer there. United Ministries, Salvation Army, Helping Hands, Gradway, Bulldog Flyer Buddies, Pack a Backpack, Man the Child Training Center, RSVP, Council of Aging, and Bare Necessities this year is who we were sponsoring.
So we'll meet with them the next few weeks to decide about funds that will be dispersed in 2021. And it's never too late to contribute to United Way. So thankful to Brian Johnson and the foundation for
Yes.
giving us this opportunity and their matching. And grateful to the foundation board for approving that again this year. And the participation of the radio station, that makes it special too, because you can hear your name and dedicate a song to your loved one, and everybody take advantage of that. So we have a promising year for United Way coming up, and hopefully we can get back with United Way to some of the usual
Yes.
events like
Dave Caring. And,
Day of Caring and the run
yes.
in October, and maybe some other things going on that we've done in the past.
Yes, the wine run was great fun. We enjoyed that one a lot.
So thanks to United Way, and thanks for all you do for the community, Jenny.
And thank you, Todd. I don't know if it gets credit too. We're thanking everyone, but Todd is amazing. I couldn't do what I do without him, and he is all volunteer. And it is he goes above and beyond for us. So
Well, thank you, but it's
amazing.
our board that does that too. They're
Our
all-
board does it too, but he just has this. He's always just on these little. I can text him, and our board is amazing too. We've had to be virtual like everyone else, and they're. It's hard not being in person and seeing everyone, but we are blessed with a great board to be able to. They do the brochures. Lauren worked up on the brochures from Peterson and Wagner, so everybody putting in work makes it click.
So if you're interested in learning more about United Way and want to consider volunteering for the board or for one of the agencies,
Yes.
give Jenny a call and we can help you out with that, because we're always looking for good people that want to help out the community, and we have a very generous community and are blessed by that, and it's awesome working with United Way. Thanks for the opportunity for that.
Thank you.
So moving on.
Means you're going to ask me a trivia question.
Yeah, trivia question. Do you remember the question?
I do.
Good. So mascots. We're talking about the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Your choices are Casey the Wolf and Captain Fear.
You're trying to
My
find the
list.
list.
Warpaint and Captain Hook. Head Chief and Bucko.
You know, if we weren't in the day and age that we're in now, I might have picked something different, but I'm going to go A just because of the wolf.
That's great logic there. I think you're absolutely right. Casey the Wolf, and Captain Fear. Congratulations again, Paul. I think Bucko's actually
He's
like
speechless.
the Pittsburgh Pirates mascot too.
I'm just glad that I got that one right because, I mean, I don't know, Tanner might throw something at me if I got that one wrong. Of course, he might beat me after we get off the air because I got it right.
So, thank you, WRI, for today, the opportunity to talk about the United Way campaign coming up with the Valentine's Day. Want to encourage everybody to be safe, stay healthy, have a great Super Bowl weekend. And want to close with these words of wisdom from Alexander Graham Bell. Before anything else, preparation is the key to success. How very true.
Absolutely. We'll
Thank you,
see
Paul.
you guys next week.
Thank you, Jenny.
Thank you.
Tanner, have a great weekend.